New today, sources tell WRAL Mark Robinson, the Republican candidate for governor, is facing calls from some in his own party to drop out of the race. Hello, and thank you for joining us. I'm Deborah Morgan.
And I'm Dan Haggerty. Robinson put out his own video earlier today responding to this CNN report before it was even out. A report tying him to multiple comments made in the forum of a porn website. He says, though, he is staying in the race. We have team coverage tonight, beginning with WRAL Capitol Bureau Chief Laura Leslie, explaining the specifics on these claims here and how Robinson is reacting, Laura.
Dan, you know, Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson took to X today for that video that you mentioned in which he said he is absolutely categorically not dropping out of the race for governor. But Republicans were already worried that Robinson's low poll numbers were a drag on the GOP ticket. That was before today's investigation revealed that a username linked to Robinson had made dozens of obscene and divisive comments on a porn website. The pressure is mounting on him today to step aside. Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson categorically denied making the comments, saying they had been made up by someone else.
This is not us. These are not our words, and this is not anything that is characteristic of me, nor has it ever been.
But CNN mapped out how they had traced a username, Mini Soldier, back to Robinson's name, email, and photo. That username made dozens of divisive and lewd comments on the porn site Nude Africa between 2008 and 2013. In one post, Mini Soldier says he's a black Nazi. In another, he says, quote, "Slavery is not bad. Some people need to be slaves. I wish they would bring it back. I would certainly buy a few." Robinson has been a strident critic of the LGBTQ community. He's accused them of trying to put pornography in schools. He's also called transgender people filth and satanic. But in another post, we can't show you because of profanity, Mini Soldier said he likes to watch transgender pornography, saying it's, quote, hot.
I have no idea how this was done. I have absolutely no idea how it was done. And I have 5 weeks left in this campaign to focus on the substantive issues that North Carolinians face. I do not have time for tabloid trash.
Robinson was already trailing in the polls before this. Catawba College political scientist Michael Bitzer says GOP leaders are likely worried Robinson will pull down the entire ticket. He said party support for Robinson is already weak. In our recent WRAL News poll, only 3/4 of Republicans said they'll vote for him.
This is just one more log that is thrown on an increasingly huge bonfire, and the ramifications are going to have to come to bear on his candidacy.
You may know that former President Donald Trump has endorsed Robinson's campaign for governor. We asked the Trump campaign today if they had a comment on today's developments. Campaign spokeswoman Caroline Levitt said in a statement, in part, President Trump's campaign is focused on winning the White House and saving this country. North Carolina is a vital part of that plan. The statement made no mention of Robinson. Laura Leslie, WRAL News, live in Raleigh.
This is Brian Schrader in the WRAL Live Center, where we have been tracking reaction to those allegations all afternoon. Of course, it is making national headlines. The NAACP has posted on Twitter calling for Robinson to drop out, saying that anyone who identifies as a black Nazi and supports reinstating slavery has no place running for governor. Also, we have heard from Congresswoman Deborah Ross, who represents much of Wake County in the U.S. House. She says that Robinson is unfit to serve for governor, saying, quote, he has sexist, racist, anti-Semitic and homophobic views that run contrary to the values that we share as North Carolinians. Of course, we are reaching out to Republicans to get their reaction as well. Earlier today, we heard from North Carolina Senator Ted Budd, who said that he found the allegations disturbing, but he wanted more facts.
The WRAL NC Capitol team has been speaking with sources all day. Once we had confirmed calls for Robinson to step down from some Republicans, we sent this push alert. Download the WRAL News app to be the first to know about breaking news.